It says we live. It says we live. I want to know how true that is. What's up, y'all? Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Hey, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me loud and clear. We about to chop it up for a second. I like my camera on the other side. Hold on, what I'm doing. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me loud and clear. John Thompson, yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace to one of the GOATs. You know what I'm saying? Guy who saved Allen Iverson's life, brought A out of Philly. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, man. Georgetown legend. What's good? What's good? Okay. You know, people, you know, I'm live now, and people still commenting to me on Twitter, who obviously don't know what the hell they talking about. You know what I mean? I got a problem. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of this, I got a problem. You know what I'm saying? I got a problem with people who don't look at football and do their work. Do your homework, man. Do your homework. That's all I'm asking. Do your homework. You know what I'm saying? Now Wentz. Now it's Glass Wentz. Now it's Glass Wentz. Now people, I haven't got my bottle opener. Hey, email me, Chris. Email me. The bottle openers they're being shipped out through a different company. It's not me doing it directly. So maybe they need your email address. I still got him on tuck though. Don't worry about that, bro. I still got you, Chris. You concerned about the Eagles' injury yet? No, I'm not. Bashir, what's up? You emailed me? What's your whole name? Love you too, dog. You know what I'm saying? They're going out to a company that's going to do it faster than I was doing it, because I don't want y'all waiting for that, man. You know what I'm saying? I be having a lot going on. Nina, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Now somebody sent me this on Twitter. So do you think Carson Wentz is injury prone now? Christopher Kaysen, resend it to me. Resend it to me, Mr. Kaysen. Resend it to me. I don't remember your name. You know what I'm saying? Somebody sent me this. So now can we call Carson Wentz injury prone? Because because the team want to take precaution? Because the team want to take precaution? I'm confused. I'm confused with the trolls, man. What's going on, DH Eagle? Yeah, I heard about John Thompson, man. You know what I mean? I'm confused with the trolls, man, that come out of nowhere. I'm confused with the trolls that come out of nowhere. A guy tried to tell me that Leonard Fournette is a soft runner. That's what he told me on Twitter. Well, Kirsten, what's up? Leonard Fournette is a soft runner. This is what he said. He probably still tweeting me. Little do you know I got other things to do. I've moved on. So he says Leonard Fournette is a soft runner. So I sent him the facts. What are you talking about? 8th since coming in the NFL and runs after contact yards. 8th. Oh, well, you know how PFF mix up numbers. Yeah, PFF got a weird formula for doing stuff. I agree. And sometimes it don't make sense. But hard facts are hard facts. You know what I'm saying? Hard facts are hard facts. Hard facts are hard facts. They don't want to hear that, though. They don't want to hear hard facts no more. They just want you to, you know, and there's always guys from different fan bases. Always guys from different fan bases. Now I'm gonna ask y'all this question. Wasn't I a guy who said Yannick was, I'm not even gonna ask you. I was a guy who said Yannick was too expensive. It's great to get it, but you'll give up too much. We need our picks. I was the guy that said that. We need our picks. Yannick too expensive. You know what I'm saying? Also was the guy that said Jamal Adams too expensive. Ain't gonna work out. Also was a guy who said second and fifth. First of all, that's too expensive for us because we need every pick we get. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something about the Yannick thing that y'all not understanding. Yannick was franchise tagged. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was Yannick franchise tagged? You're right. Bingo, Kirsten. Bingo. I was worried about the cap, not the picks. Bingo. Was Yannick franchise tagged? Being as though he was franchise tagged, that means we have to take on the $17 million price tag. We got $20-something million in cap space. That would be buffoonish. Buffoonish. Don't make sense. So if everybody that's hitting me up, sending me all these emails, all these DMs, a second and a fifth, we could have did that. No, it's about the bread. It's about the bread. It's about the bread. You're not going to get somebody that good, a generational talent, just to let them hit the open market next year. Nah, you don't do business like that. You get him for 1 year and pay him the 17 mil, which is ridiculous. And then you can't afford to bust him down a big deal anyway, because he's due for a contract next year. Y'all got to start looking at stuff other than your wants. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Jamal. Was Jamal franchise tagged? I don't remember Jamal's. I don't remember what was really going on with Jamal, but it was something that at the end of the day, you would have got Jamal Adams, even if he wasn't franchise tagged. That deal coming down the pipe. That deal is coming down the pipe, regardless. Regardless. He's still in his rookie year with that deal coming down. It's coming down. The Seahawks got to pay that man. We need to address O-line. I'm legit concerned. I'm concerned about O-line too. I'm not going to lie. I'm concerned about O-line too. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I think we got to give ourselves some familiarity. You know what I mean? We got to start getting familiar. You got to put Jason Peters back where he belongs. And you could try open auditions for the rest of the season for right guard. You could do that for the rest of the season. You got to put Jason Peters where he belongs at this point. You might got to pay it. You might got to pay it. You know what I'm saying? You might got to pay it. You know what I mean? I heard Leonard Fournette got cut. I put a tweet up. All I said was, retweet, Here come the trolls now. The Eagles players always swear they're going to get everybody. No. But this makes sense. Yannick didn't make sense due to price tag. Jamal Adams didn't make sense due to price tag and the amount of picks that you have to give up for those guys. But Leonard Fournette makes sense. Now we're gonna go over why Leonard Fournette makes sense. First of all, a big concern that we got right now is offensive line. Leonard Fournette can help you in that department. Leonard Fournette can get short yardage behind a so-so offensive line when you're in need of short yardage. Leonard Fournette also can catch out of the backfield. But the biggest thing about potentially getting Leonard Fournette is that Leonard Fournette is an excellent blocker, an excellent running back at picking up the blitz. Excellent in that department. And you need to find creative ways to protect your franchise quarterback. And those ways are making sure your running back can block. Leonard Fournette at times on a long play action pass, if on the field, can act as an additional blocker for Carson Wentz. Period. When the Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl, Boston Scott, Corey Clement can't block like Leonard Fournette. You know what I'm saying? Can't block like Leonard Fournette. Who gets cut at running back if we get Fournette? Anybody not named Miles Sanders. It's about winning. I know we love Corey Clement. I know we love Boston Scott. We do. But this is another thing. The Philadelphia Eagles, when we won the Super Bowl, had the #1 rushing attack in the NFL. Signing Leonard Fournette doesn't even mean. Now I'm trying to tell you, a contender is going to look at this situation and offer Leonard Fournette more money. It makes zero sense. Why would you? Who would you cut? We need 5 to 6 running backs behind. We need 5 running backs behind Miles Sanders. We need 5 running backs behind Miles Sanders. So you want to keep an undersized Boston Scott. You want to keep a Corey Clement who ain't been Corey Clement since 2017. You want to keep Elijah Holyfield, who they saying ran a 5. I think he ran a 5 at running back. Ran a 5.0 in a 40-yard dash time. Adrian Killins, who my arm weigh more than him. Who you gonna keep? You can't leave. Listen, with the running backs that's currently on the roster, you cannot have the #1 rushing attack in the NFL. You can't. You can't have the #1 rushing attack in the NFL. You can't do it. We saw the formula, and Fournette gives us an opportunity to duplicate the formula. How can we keep 6 running backs and 7 wide receivers? We just can't justify that. You can't justify it. It's impossible to keep 5 running backs behind Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is not the biggest running back. Which brings me to my second point of why it makes sense to bring in a guy like Leonard Fournette. It'll be a 1-year rental most likely. because we got salary cap issues coming up next year, and I'm fine with that. But it keeps the tread low on Miles Sanders. It keeps Miles Sanders fresh going into them contract years. It keeps Miles Sanders fresh. If you want Miles Sanders to be an every down back, Leonard Fournette helps preserve him. He does. Leonard Fournette helps preserve him. It's only a 1-year rental. It gives you a chance to get that offensive line together because you have stable running. It gives you a chance to stay ahead of the chains. Imagine this scenario right here for everybody. Imagine this scenario right here. So the Philadelphia Eagles have the running backs we have, obviously. And you know Doug like to do weird stuff, like run guys the size of Darren Sproles up the middle of the gut on like a 3rd and 1. But anyway, you have this scenario, the Philadelphia Eagles, 1st and 10, first series of the game. We run it up with Boston Scott for some reason. He get the first run. He get 1 yard. Now you at 2nd and 9. They throw a quick slant, bat it down. Now you at 3rd and 9. You have to pass in 3rd and 9 situations, 9 times out of 10. Your offensive line is shaky. They send the Wolves to the left side. Andre Dillard ain't there. Jason Peters playing right guard. Carson Wentz got a half a second to throw the ball. 3 and out. If you get Leonard Fournette, that first run on that 1st and 10 we just spoke about could potentially turn into a second and 4. Because Fournette can get you 6 yards on a carry. 5 yards on a carry. Why do you think the Dallas Cowboys have been so successful and making Dak Prescott look good? Because Ezekiel Elliott has them operating in a 2nd and manageable almost every time, bruh. Almost every time. Dallas ain't really operating in no 3rd and 8s. They really not operating like that. Because Ezekiel Elliott is great on 1st down runs. Gets even better in the second half. Dak Prescott on 3rd down operating with 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 7 at the longest 9 times out of 10. Leonard Fournette keeps you ahead of the chains. Fournette keeps Miles Sanders fresh. And it's only a 1-year rental. No picks are involved. You could sell the package to him like, listen, we've been to the playoffs 3 straight years in a row. With you, we going to make it 4. If now, don't say that, OG Flash. If you don't get Leonard Fournette, I'm not done. I'm not done at all if you don't get Leonard Fournette. I'm just telling you why it makes sense. Because us as a Philadelphia fan base, we have a knack of every time somebody remotely decent comes available, we got to have them, we got to have them, we got to have them. No, this one makes sense, though. This one makes absolute sense. This helps you get back to your formula. Listen, it all started going down south for the Philadelphia Eagles, in my opinion, when we lost our big running backs. When we lost Fournette, when we lost Jay Ajayi. We had all a bunch of small running backs, and Carson Wentz had to find creative ways, and Nick Foles, to stay in front of the chains. Clement was MIA. Miles Sanders was a rookie last year. We went into a playoff game with, I believe, Darren Sproles and Wendell Smallwood, and still won. Against the number 1 defense in the NFL, the Chicago Bears. Remember what we did to the number 1 defense in the NFC Championship game? The Minnesota Vikings? Blunt had his way. Blunt had his way. It was a struggle for us when we had smaller backs the next year against the number 1 defense in the Chicago Bears. Fournette could block for Carson. He could keep Miles Sanders fresh. And he can go out there and prove that he's, it is what it is. What Bonnie say? That's a lot. Dallas Cowboys and Zeke were getting shut down on 1st down. Dak was stuck. Are you talking about just last year or historically? Are you talking about last year or historically? Bonnie J. I'm talking about since Ezekiel Elliott came into the game, he's been making it easy for Dak Prescott. I'm not talking about just last year. It might have been different last year. I'm talking about historically. Everybody knows. Everybody knows what Ezekiel Elliott brought to the table. I'm tired of going over it. I'm tired of going over it here. Y'all just too naive to see it because it's your team. I have no problem. Velivel, what up? I have no problem addressing the shortcomings of my team. I don't. On Twitter today again, a Giants fan tried to get me to see how bad my team is. It's a Giants fan. Last year when Zeke had his worst year, Dak had his best though. What are you talking about? Zeke had his worst year last year? That's what you call a worst year? He had 1,300 rushing yards. 1,300 rushing yards. I'm confused. I'm legitimately confused. So only a good year for Zeke is when he lead the league in rushing? Because he did that twice, right? Come on, bruh. Last year when Zeke had his worst year, Dak had his best year. Dak was 8-8 last year. That's his best year? Dak was 8-8 last year. That's his best year? Make it make sense to me. LB, sorry to go off topic, but do you have any advice for someone who is about to start their freshman year in college tomorrow? Look, man, I don't want to listen. I don't want to disrespect nobody in the chat. No ladies in the chat. You about to be a freshman in college? Hit them books and get on them ladies. Enjoy yourself. Don't do drugs. That's all I'm going to tell you. Be careful. Stay away from the drugs. Stay up on your grades. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to tell you. Straight like that. Stay out of the way. Be low key. Be that dude. Be that dude to yourself. Don't try to fit in. Don't do none of that stuff. Don't do none of that stuff. Not only did Zeke make it easy on Dak, but listen. Zeke's highest yards was only 71 yards versus a top 10 team. What do you mean about do your research? Zeke's highest yards was only 71 yards versus a top 10 team. What are you talking about? What are y'all talking about? These Dallas Cowboys fans, man, I don't understand. Definitely wear protection. Definitely wear protection. Stay out of the way. Don't have no kids in college. Just do your thing, bro. Pass your classes. I ain't go to college. I went to the Army. So I can't tell you how it's going to be, but I can tell you the keys, the facts. Play dumb is fine. No, I'm not playing dumb. You just sounded. I couldn't understand that. I couldn't understand that. You know what I'm saying? What more do you want? What more do you want? A running back to get you 1,300 yards, 2,000-yard receivers, and go 8-8 as a quarterback, and that was Dak's best year? How are we sitting here saying the best year for a guy who was in a contract year was going 8-8? When Zeke led the league in rushing, y'all was the #1 seed. Zeke is the engine on that team, man. Zeke is the engine of that team, man. And that's facts. A good running back can do it all. A good running back can help you out. A good running back can help you out. And that's my point for saying that the Eagles wouldn't be crazy. This makes sense for the Eagles. This makes sense for the Eagles. I want a running back that plays good versus top teams. So Zeke, listen, Debo. I understand you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, Debo, and it's real hard for you to find a content creator that will probably educate you, which is why you're here a lot. And I love you being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. But I'm going to tell you what happens to good running backs when they play against top teams. The teams find a way to take the top threat away. So the threat falls on Dak Prescott. He's the quarterback. The job will always come back to the quarterback. You know what the Philadelphia Eagles did when we played y'all and made sure y'all didn't go to the playoffs and made sure it was us? We took Zeke out the game. Who did it fall on? Dak Prescott, who missed the open Amari Cooper multiple times. It will always fall on your quarterback. Teams will stack the box. Teams will stack the box against good running backs. Now that's what we want. That's what we want. We want to get a guy like Fournette. We want you to have to stack the box and be afraid, so Carson could beat you over the top of the head. We want you to do that. Dak should want them to do that. Leonard Fournette makes sense. Period. It makes sense for the Philadelphia Eagles because it duplicates a Super Bowl winning formula. What's going on, Hitman? What up? It duplicates a Super Bowl winning formula. That's facts, but what happened the first game? I respect you and these people in here, but you're not speaking facts. What facts am I missing? What happened the first game? The first game, the Cowboys beat the Eagles the first game. And you know what also happens? Most of the time the Cowboys beat the Eagles, Ezekiel Elliott goes ham. That's what happens 9 times out of 10. Ezekiel Elliott beats the Philadelphia Eagles. That's what happened. You know what happened when we take Zeke away and put it on Dak? We win. Dak ain't out there frying us like y'all think. Look at Dak. Look at Dak's stats against the Philadelphia Eagles, and look at Carson Wentz stats. Come on, bruh. I already broke it down. How many more times you want me to break it down? I broke down Dak's game-winning drives. Ezekiel Elliott had over 100 yards and like 90% of Dak game-winning drives. 100 yards rushing. I broke it down. I guess y'all gonna wait for Skip Bayless or somebody else to break it down so y'all can believe it. But you don't get to be me without doing the research. Leonard Fournette makes absolute sense. He just makes absolute sense. And you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Philly Fresh, what up? At the end of the day, the Philadelphia Eagles have to seize this opportunity into duplicating this formula, man. We know our offensive line can run block. We know our Rule Girl, what up? We know our offensive line can run block. We know that. Most of the offensive line that's still there helps contribute to a #1 rushing attack. Our offensive line is equipped to get out there and run and engage in the defensive line and hit and run and push, screen, pass. We're equipped for that type of style. Pass blocking is something that we will have to try to figure out because we got a lot of pieces. But to run and open holes for a runner, we can do that. Shula Island, man, what up, man? Thank you for the donation. These Cowboys fans are tripping. I hope the Cowboys team lost to Olympic practice squad. Tell me about it. You know what I'm saying? We know how hard, we know. Now, we got these shiny weapons. We got plans of unleashing Carson Wentz. True, I agree. But until you can solidify the offensive line, you go ahead and you could put your bid in for a guy like Fournette. Run and play action these teams to death. You cannot, I repeat, for the God of me, I can see it happening, though. You cannot make Carson Wentz a 3-step drop quarterback this season if the offensive line not right. Because Carson Wentz is a gunslinger. He is going to try to hang in that pocket and make something happen. You cannot make him stand in the pocket and survey the field. You got to use Carson Wentz on bootlegs, get him outside the pocket where he was second best in the NFL, only second to Russell Wilson. You got to roll him out if the offensive line is shaky. Don't have him stand there. Play action, roll him out. With the speed we just acquired in the draft, nobody is going to be able to check us. Nobody. Play action, roll him out. Bootleg. We haven't done a lot of that, man. I've been begging for it. I begged for it last season. We got to start getting teams to bite on the play action. We got to do a better job of selling the play action. And a strong run game helps you out with that. Man. And shout out to everybody in the chat real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the road to 3K subs, man. Make sure y'all like, make sure you subscribe, make sure y'all do all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm Debo, but Zeke was a key factor in each one of those wins. We need Blunt Ajayi 2.0. That's what I'm saying. Listen, y'all can't act like y'all forgot. Y'all cannot act like how y'all forgot. Y'all cannot act like y'all forgot how we won the Super Bowl. You can't act like it. We had the #1 rushing attack. Made third down so easy for Carson Wentz that he was the best third down quarterback in the league that year. How much is Fournette going to get paid? The veteran minimum for 1 year. The veteran minimum for 1 year. I give Fournette to take $7 million. I give Fournette $7 million for 1 year. I give Fournette signing a 30% chance. Exactly. I give it a 30% chance happening too, because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers look like contenders if they go get Leonard Fournette. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers look like contenders. If certain teams pick up Leonard Fournette, they're contenders, bro. They're contenders. If certain teams pick up Leonard Fournette, they're automatically contenders. Facts. Imagine Leonard Fournette going out there to Arizona or something like that. Now, I know Kyler Murray only in his second year, but we seen dudes win MVP in their second year. You know what I mean? Still need a swing tackle. I agree you need a swing tackle. I agree. Your money on Washington? Washington sound good though, because AP aging. Homeboy did just get locked up. Riley Reef, who's that? Cardinals have Drake already. Yeah, Cardinals have Drake already. It don't matter who your first string running back is. I'm telling you. It don't matter. Leonard Fournette compliments every starting running back in the NFL right now. Everybody, listen, the NFL is changing, bruh. The NFL is changing. The NFL already changed. The only team that didn't change with the NFL in terms of running backs is the Dallas Cowboys, because the Dallas Cowboys are trying to stay true to their formula from the 90s. Strong, big offensive line, Emmitt Smith. Strong, big offensive line, Zeke Elliott. You know what I'm saying? 20, 30 times a game. Nobody's giving their running back 30 carries anymore. You know what I mean? The Titans might be giving dude a lot of carries, but nobody's giving nobody 30 carries no more. It's always a 1-2 punch to keep these guys fresh, because the shelf life of these running backs went away. I remember I had Fournette in Fantasy League from an auto pick. McCaffrey don't get 30 carries a game. I don't know that for sure, but I don't think McCaffrey get 30 carries a game. McCaffrey's using the passing game as well. Seahawks have Carson Hyde already. Eddie George, right. Any news on Geis? No, he going up the river, man. He going up the river. We don't even got to talk about him no more. Why didn't we trade Holyfield for him? Because, why? Why do we have to trade somebody for somebody that they let go? Miles said the Panthers wanted him. Listen, I'm telling you, the Panthers want to put more tread on that investment they just paid for. It makes sense. Drake is in a walking boot. Wow, I didn't know that. That's why the Cardinals, for some reason, jumped to my mind first. Now, I'm going to be real. I'll be surprised if we pull the trigger. I'm just letting you guys know why it makes sense. Snyder is Dunsky too, probably. Falcons, it makes sense for the Falcons. Gurley got knee problems. Cowboys will expose you guys this year. Jalen has butterflies. D-Jax will get hurt, and Ward Jr. will get shut out. You got a bunch of ifs and a bunch of bad luck to wish on us to make your team sound good. I'll tell you this. The Eagles are going to win a division because you guys are underachievers. Your whole team going to stay healthy, and y'all still going to go 8-8. I don't have to wish no bad news on y'all at all. Y'all just sweet. Y'all just moist. Y'all just carrot cake. Y'all just grandma's banana pudding. What's going on, Jameer? I'm late, cuz of class. But what it do? It's cool. Y'all just banana bread. That's why y'all ain't gonna succeed. We don't need to say nobody gonna get hurt for y'all. You know what I mean? We don't need to do that for y'all. You know what I mean? And also, video makers who make videos about and laugh about other people getting hurt. Come on, bruh. That's whack. That's weak. That's weak. That's weak. We don't laugh at people getting hurt. That's weak. I had the ultimate white cake from Wegmans. You were talking. You were right about it. Hey, Kirsten, you had the ultimate white cake from Wegmans by the slice, like the little $2.50, like the $2.50 slice. Fire. 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 I'm telling you, man. Listen. Listen, this is what you're gonna start doing, Kirsten. You're gonna start going to functions now. And they're gonna be like, you want me to bring something? You're gonna hope they say yes. And you're gonna get the whole joint for the 20. And you're gonna hope they don't eat it all, so you could take like half of it back home. I was going hard with them joints. Are we gonna pick up another old lineman? We need to. Wegmans is from my city, Rochester, New York. Okay, that's what's up. You made it live, man. What up? What up? Cowboys are just irrelevant until proven otherwise. Listen, man. Listen. The Cowboys fans hate me, man. They hate me. It's cool though. It's cool because the feeling is mutual. Then, you know what I'm saying? They they hate a lot. Some of them haters too. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them haters. You know what I mean? They just haters. They see pictures of my merchandise, people wearing the merch. They leave little comments under the merchandise. They just be hating sometimes. And I don't hate on none of them Cowboys content creators. I don't hate on none of the Cowboys fans. It is what it is. It is what it is. Pat's going to get Leonard Fournette, and Eagles should look at Driscoll at left tackle. Yeah, everybody talking about Prince at left tackle. They said he got bench pressed in one practice, man. He got rolled up on his neck, back, and shoulders. They said, who was it that did it? Curry. They said Vinny Curry picked him up like he was a baby pillow, not even a baby. Picked him up like a baby comforter, threw him out of the way. So he might need to gain some weight. He might need to gain some weight. That's a vet, though. I agree. That is a vet who been pushing around grown men for like 10 years. Yeah, Prince Tega. Yeah, they said this was like last week. They said Vinny Curry, man. Jazzy Jeffed him. I'm 26 and I still don't understand why I have family members in Philly born and raised there or born and raised there that are diehard Dallas Cowboys fans. I can tell you the answer to that right now. The reason why the Philadelphia is Dallas Cowboys fans in Philly, and Okoye Media is one of the guys like this who fall into this box. Okoye Media is actually from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Okoye from the projects. Okoye is from the hood. You know what I'm saying? And Okoye is a Dallas Cowboys fan. It's because the Philadelphia Eagles didn't win no Super Bowl in the 90s. Everybody wanted to be a part of some winning culture. Now, I'm not going to call them bandwagons because I don't know everybody's history. But the facts of the matter is this. In the early 90s, I'll never forget this. In the early 90s, you had Cowboy fans who are most likely Chicago Bull fans. You know what I'm saying? That you see where I'm going now with this? Cowboys fans, Chicago Bulls fans, and if they watched baseball, they were Yankees fans. It's a part of wanting to be a part of something. It's the sense of wanting to say, I belong to a winner. I don't roll like that. You even got Washington Redskins fans in Philly because DC is so close to Philly and the Skins got some Super Bowls in the 90s. You know what I mean? I don't move like that. I grew up like this. Listen, I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 17th in York. And if it ain't Philly, it don't make no sense for me to root for it. That's how I grew up. I'm a Flyers fan, a Phillies fan, whatever, a Temple Owls fan, LaSalle basketball. If it's in of it. I never understood how you could say so proud with your chest, I'm from Philly 215, this, that, Liberty Bell, this, cheesesteak, this, and say you don't like the Eagles. I will never understand it, me personally. But, and especially when I got to the Army. When I got to the Army, everybody was proud of where they came from. I got homies from Texas. I'm from Philly. Everybody brought where they was from to the table. You know what I'm saying? Everybody brought where they was from. Don't speak ill of Brother Okoye. I'm not speaking ill. I'm just telling you he's from Philly and he a Cowboys fan. That's a fact. You know what I mean? That's a fact. You know what I mean? I stuck with my boys through thick and thin. losing, all of that. All of that. But at the same time, I can respect an Eagles fan from anywhere. I know it don't make sense. If you're an Eagles fan from Cali, it's a lot of them from Cali, I can respect that. I'm going to tell you why. What reason do they have to jump on the Eagles bandwagon? We just won the Super Bowl. What motivation do they have? It's something that burned the Eagles fans from somewhere else where they got to say, I'm a part of a club of underdogs, and I respect how this underdog fight. I respect that. I respect that. When I was in middle school, the Lakers was going on that run. Kobe and Shaq winning all them championships. When they beat AI in the finals. I think I was like in the 8th grade or something like that. And I'm like, it sucks, but I'm a Sixers fan. Everybody was Lakers fans. Everybody was Lakers fans because they want to be a part of that winning. They want to be a part of that winning, which is why you got like Green Bay fans from Atlanta. What? Why? Because Atlanta don't have a Super Bowl. And Brett Favre won that Super Bowl when they was babies. And they just look, man, look. You got a 20-year-old Patriots fan. Look at the new school Patriots fans for the most part. All you need to know. I'm a Philly fan all around because my whole family from Philly. Pops told me I better not think about becoming a Skins fan. Exactly. Miles is the guy we don't need Fournette. If you want to keep Miles healthy, you need to get a bigger back around him. Why you think they ranting and raving about Elijah Holyfield? Because they know that they want to pair Miles with a big back. Miles is not the guy to carry the ball 30 times a game. No running back is nowadays. There's so many bandwagon Cowboys fans in Cali, it's gross. I bet. You know what I'm saying? Eagle season, what up? But you know, that was just my synopsis on why I believe the Philadelphia Eagles and Leonard Fournette is a perfect marriage. Now, I haven't seen a lot of Elijah Holyfield. Maybe Holyfield is that guy. But Fournette got experience. Experience, man. And yards after contact, he got experience. Physically, he looks the part. He runs aggressive. He got experience. Is Cali nicknamed for California? Yeah. Sure is. How Fournette a diva? He a diva because he wanted to get traded from a team that chose to pick him. This team picked Fournette, right? And passed on Mahomes, Watson, but they picked Fournette because they wanted to keep Blake Bortles. They wanted to pair Fournette with Blake Bortles. It makes sense. Sidney staying no on our team probably. Why hasn't he panned out then? Why hasn't who panned out then? Fournette? Fournette don't want to be there. Fournette ain't had no bad career so far. We need to give some of these young guys a chance. Like who? They wanted Trubisky too. I bet we need to give some of these young guys a chance. Like who? Miles, a young guy, second year, got his chance. We don't need to have the whole running back room just now getting their first kiss. I'm sorry. I don't agree with it. You need a big grizzly bear back there to be a power back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in love with Boston Scott either. I don't think he trash. I think Fournette brings a perfect blend to the running back room, though. Period. Y'all want to give people chances? No, we need to win a Super Bowl. Now, some young guys going to have to step in. I agree. Eli Manning got drafted to the Chargers and wanted to get traded. I remember that. He refused to play for the Chargers. So I think they traded him for Phillip Rivers. Is that a need right now with everything we lacking? I explained why it makes sense earlier. I'll go over it again for the people that's just joining. We got 373 in here, man. Shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe. Listen, what Fournette brings to the table is an insurance policy that we can stay ahead of the chains on most downs. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but Fournette could turn a 1st and 10 into a 2nd and 5, which is very manageable for a team with a bad offensive line. Fournette provides an additional blocker for Carson Wentz and blitz and downs. He's been proven to be able to pick up blitzes. And it's a 1-year deal. It's a 1-year deal. Bring what price tag? 1-year deal? Fournette will cost us the same amount of money that we paid for, what's his name that just went to the Dolphins, Jordan Howard. Same amount of money. The same amount of money. And at that time when we got Jordan Howard via trade. And at that time when we got Jordan Howard had the 3rd most rushing yards in the NFL since coming into the league. Only people that had more rushing yards than him since he came into the league was Zeke and Todd Gurley. When we paired Jay Ajayi with LeGarrette Blount, the Super Bowl was in the bag. In the bag. LB, do you think we should go swing tackle or right guard? Swing tackle. You want a guy that could play 2 positions. That makes sense. That makes sense. Jacksonville lost Allen Robinson, Campbell, AJ Boy, and now Fournette in 3 years, LB. I mean, they trying to rebuild. They're trying to rebuild. And you got to think about it. They didn't really lose nothing. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of picks back for Ramsey. What's going on, Eric? What's going on, cousin? What's up? My cousin Ant-Man in the building. Bucks signing Fournette. I feel like it could be the Bucks too. They need to let Miles Jack go. Take this 5th. True. They lost Yannick too. But they got a lot of picks. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all about to see the Jacksonville Jaguars on the board a lot in the next 2-3 drafts. Late, but make sure y'all subscribe and drop them likes. Hey, I appreciate you, Jay. How many times the Jags going to rebuild? I don't know, man. That's their business. That's their business. We just need to cherry pick on the fire sale they keep having. Yeah, cursing on to something with the Miles Jack for sure. LB, we want Leonard Ford or C.J. Anderson. I really want C.J. Anderson. I've been wanting C.J. Anderson. But C.J. Anderson was one of those guys that if he took a year off, he probably gained 80 pounds. And I don't know what C.J. Anderson looks like. Did he play last year? I don't know. The Chiefs just signed him? Somebody said the Chiefs just signed him. I ain't get that. But that makes sense for the Chiefs, man. Oh, he said joking. I should put you in timeout. Deuce will coach up Leonard Fournette and make him better. I believe so. The draft not going to be that good if colleges aren't playing because of the virus. No, I'm not going to say the draft not going to be that good, but it's going to be a lot of stars in the later rounds because nobody knows. Nobody knows who's who. C.J. Anderson and Gurley were cooking. They were cooking. I agree. And then at the end of the day, I can see the Philadelphia Eagles holding on to a lot of this capital and using it for trade bait because college ain't playing. So I feel like Howie did real good in this draft. You know what I mean? Real good in this draft. What's the word on Javon Hargrave? They try to get him ready for week 1, and he should be. Oh, I heard some news on Jalen Reagor as well. 3 to 4 weeks. 3 to 4 weeks, that's light. That's light. Week 2, coming back week 2. You know what I mean? Y'all heard my thoughts on the injury yesterday. Totally preventable, but that's light. Dudes be wanting one running back to carry into the whole season. Y'all acting like bringing Leonard Fournette in somehow takes away the kiss that Miles Sanders gave you last season. No, Miles Sanders still kissed you. You're still in love with Miles Sanders. You are. Pause. You are. But he compliments him. Keeps him fresh. Keeps him fresh. Take that, Joshua. Any news on Miles Sanders? Is he back in practice? I didn't hear anything. Running backs can't do it alone. They need help. Exactly. What's the word on Carson? He chilling. He chilling. Listen, y'all. Don't let these guys play on y'all emotions. If Carson Wentz don't need surgery or nothing like that, it's nothing to worry about. It basically was a maintenance day. Why have your franchise quarterback go out there behind a basically experimental offensive line right now? Eagles looking like 7-9 at best this season. Bonnie J, you just here to hope I could say your name. Go to timeout. Hurts over Wentz. I should put you in timeout too, but Bonnie J might be the third person I put in timeout since. Go to timeout. They got to be JJ Triller. Look at the emojis. It got to be JJ Triller. It's my son. You know what I mean? And even if we do go 7-9, somebody got to answer for that. Somebody got to answer for that. Because for Carson Wentz to go 9-7 with what he had, 7-9 is a letdown. Anything less than 10 wins is a letdown for the Philadelphia Eagles. They have to be better than last season. They got to be better than last season. Period. Period. Can Eagles linebackers stop Zeke? We're going to see. Everybody jump on Wentz when the media say he injured. Everybody. It's crazy. It actually takes dudes out of character. Established YouTubers turn into trolls when they hear that Wentz is injured. Established YouTubers turn into groupies when they hear Wentz is injured. People get on their phone and text people when they hear Wentz is injured. It turns them into weirdos, bruh. They get off on hearing that another man could possibly be hurt. They get off on it. With Rager's injury, does Hightower and Quez both definitely make the roster? That's a good question, King Diego. That's what you jumping into my official video later. But yes, I agree that Rager not playing week 1 potentially. Listen, I thought Quez and Hightower was making the roster anyway. I think that the Eagles hold on to an additional guy after them. I haven't heard much out of Manasseh Bailey, so I'm not sure if he's going to make the roster. But the Philadelphia Eagles did bring in a guy from Detroit, right? Deontay Burnett is a dark horse. Oh, he's been balling. Burnett has been balling. Arcega-Whiteside actually been stepping it up too. Definitely. Yo, hey LB, who do you TH? You gotta repeat that. Dallas D line about to be a problem. How? I don't think so. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? But let me get out of here, man. I'm going to go back into work, man. Knock out the second half of this day. It's been good. Lunchtime with the bullies, man. I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all subscribe. And Bleacher Report just dropped a best team fits for Fournette. So I'm going to look at that and see if some of the teams we named is on there. But definitely make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'm on a quest to 13,000. I need like 200 more subscribers before kickoff. I just want 13,000. I just want to hurry up and get it over with. You know what I'm saying? The hoodies from the merch store about to go on sale. I'm about to hit my team up at the print champs. And we're going to come up with a special code. I'm gonna make this code available for everybody. You know what I mean? This code gonna be available for everybody. I just want everybody to have something. You know what I mean? We're gonna do that. And I might do I'm gonna do the hoodies on sale because hoodie season coming. You know what I'm saying? This is almost time to pull them winter jackets out. 2 weeks, you gotta start thinking about grabbing a new winter jacket. You know what I mean? But yo, y'all be safe. Take the rest of y'all work day easy. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all washing your hands, rocking your mask. This thing ain't over. It ain't over till it's over. You know what I mean? That way. I appreciate y'all, man. We out.